Hi, fifth graders. We are going to talk about conflict and friends today. If you have friendships and you have conflict with them, it doesn't mean you're not going to be friends anymore. Most relationships do have conflict or arguments or disagreements. Um, so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the choices you have when there is a conflict or an argument or a disagreement. So, what is a conflict? I want you guys to think about that. Um, and it and can it be between friends? What do you guys think? Sure, yeah. I have a friend that loves to shop. I don't like to shop. So we have to figure out a way to spend time together and figure out things we do like that are similar that we can decide on. So there's going to be conflict in great relationships. There's going to be conflict with people that you don't agree with at all. Conflict happens a lot. Um, So it says, can you have conflict in friendships? Absolutely. So what choices do you have? You have to figure out, like, are you just going to let the relationship be or friendship go away just because you got in one conflict? Is it worth it? Thinking about going forward with people, what conflict, like type of conflict are they going to show you? So some people, when they get upset with someone, will not talk to them, won't talk to you. Some people want to talk it out right away. You kind of have to figure it out. And Kelso's choices is one of those things, like share and take turns, take a break, go to something else, all those things we've talked about in the past about your solutions you might have with conflict. But as fifth graders, your conflicts might be more serious or more hurtful. See, because you're have a deeper friendship, so you have to think about what choice you're going to make, and how going forward in that friendship is going to be helpful or hurtful. Conflicts. Many of students will become upset when someone is mean to them, but won't own up when they do the same mean things to someone else. So you have to figure out, like, what does mean look like? For each person, mean looks different. Some people ignore. Some people say mean words. Some people know exactly what's going to hurt your feelings, so they say it. Some people might just like stop being your friend or stop contacting you or stop texting you, or they might unfollow you on social media. So you have to think about why that is. You have to think win-win and think of using Kelso's choices. Friends do have conflict. Friends work to solve problems. Friends are usually not mean to each other. Friends apologize and friends forgive. So if you think about verbal ways to solve a problem and nonverbal ways, so the nonverbal ways, if you're more introverted, it might be more comfortable for you. You might wait and cool off, walk away, go to another something else, ignore it. If you're more of a verbal person and you like to talk things out, you might want to make a deal, tell them to stop, apologize, talk it out, kind of depending on where you're at on either of these. And I want you to think about your friendships too, because some people are more verbal and some people are more nonverbal. Now, just because someone was walking away doesn't mean they don't want to be friends with you anymore. Same with if you tell someone to stop. It doesn't mean your friendship is over. You just have to figure out, okay, they just need a break from me, or they need to talk this out, or whatever the solution may be. I'm going to send you this about empathy. And we've talked about empathy before, trying to put yourself in someone else's feelings. So, how does that make someone feel? So, if you ignore them, how do you think they're feeling? Or if you've ever been ignored, or if you've ever been like in a conflict that's really loud and you're like, oh, I don't like this. Thinking about empathy. And then, what kind of friend do you really want? And what kind of friend you want to be. So you have to really think about this first. Like, do you want loyalty or honesty or, knowing that they have your back? What do you really want out of a friend? And then you got to think, am I being that kind of a friend? And then also thinking about, what do my friends need? Maybe asking them, like, what is it that you want out of a friendship? What do you like about me? What do you like about our friendship? You always have choices and conflicts. And you guys know that Kelso's the Ice Ice baby, so I will send that out as well. I just want you to be thinking about friendships, and friendships looks very different now because we're all online or virtual. So some of you may be seeing your friends, some of you may not. So I want you to be thinking about the best way to stay in touch with them. If they don't have a cell phone, because a lot of kids don't have cell phones, so how can you still communicate with people? You can always come to lunch with me and talk to friends that way. You can make Google chats with each other. So just thinking about ways to include others, even during this really hard time of virtual learning. I care about you guys and I love you. I miss seeing your faces, and I hope to see you soon.